Hi everyone. Now this is the missing couple of paragraphs from part 1. Somehow my camera must have stopped. So I was last three sentences. Paul says that God's decree of election transpired before the children were born or had done anything good or evil. Why does the apostle say this? What is the didactic or literary purpose of saying that the twins were not yet born or had not yet done anything good or evil? The prescient view of conditional election agrees that God's election occurred before the twins were born and before they had done anything good or evil, but that is to labour the obvious. The prescient view then states that the decree was nevertheless based on the twins' actions and decisions in the future. The Apostle nowhere says that. If Paul had intended to teach the prescient view, he could have said precisely that, but we are dealing here with more than an argument from silence. Paul makes it clear that it was not the actions of Jacob or Esau that determined God's sovereign choice of Jacob over Esau. Quote, "It is not of him who wills nor of him who runs, but of God who shows mercy." End quote. In Arminianism, the decisive factor in election is the willing of the believer. How could the apostle have made it clearer that this is not the case than by saying that, quote, "It is not of him who wills," end quote. Arminians and semi-Pelagians ultimately rest their view of election on the one who wills and not on the sovereign grace of God. The prescient view of election is not so much an explanation of the biblical doctrine of election as a flat denial of this biblical doctrine. So that's that. That's the end of part 1, and I'll call it part 3 anyway. Thanks for listening. God bless.